You seemed frustrated after the final play. Was there something you were hoping to get out of that last one?
Next play. Just JT got a good look. Move on.
Gordon said he thought you were hoping he would get it to Al and then he would find you. What was that action? What were you seeing there in that possibility?
It's just a possibility. Didn't happen, so next play.
Kyrie, you have experience winning a championship. What is missing in this team in order to get there?
Experience. Yeah.
Is there any where you can put your finger on with, I guess, the ups and downs?
Experience. It's the best thing I can say is experience. We're lacking it, and because of that, we have a lot of learning to do. So we have a lot of ground to make up, and in that aspect. And, you know, it gets tough. And when it gets hard, you got to think. We got to do the right things. You can't, you know, gamble and think that it's going to be the winning play. You got to be able to play through the full 48 minutes no matter what's going on and hold your head high when you make mistakes. And, you know, when your job is called upon, you got to do it to the best of your ability. You got to come in and make an impact for the minutes that you're playing out there. You got to appreciate being out there and just competing, you know, and it doesn't matter who you're going against. It matters the type of preparation you have, what you're going out and trying to accomplish. What's the big picture? What are we doing here? These are a lot of things that I don't think that some of my teammates have faced of just every single day. It's not easy to be great. So the things that you're doing, that you've done your whole entire career, of being able to, you know, kind of coast by in certain situations, and you've gotten away with your youth and stuff like that. Being on a championship ball club, you can't get away with that. You see the fans going crazy. You see it gets loud. I know from majority of the fact that we're better than most teams in this league. It's just going out and proving every single night and demanding it and actually showing it. So until we do that every single night and realize that our depth is a positive, and, you know, all the wishes and could-haves and this should have done this and done that, once that goes out the window, then we'll be better. But, you know, until then, we're going to keep having these ups and downs and these lulls of going against teams on the road, and they just know they could take advantage of us, you know, down the stretch, or when, you know, this group is in or that group's out. And, you know, it has to be a cohesion, and I got to be better as the leader of the team of doing so and making sure that these guys have more experience in certain situations like that, being more communicative. So I put it on me, you know, of just being better. So.
Coming from a championship team and thinking about those first couple of years where, of course, you guys had your fair shares of ups and downs in Cleveland, do you ever think about what went into turning things around and implementing that to this team? Obviously, it's a completely different team compared to that one, but do you ever think about what you like, things that you were faced?
I mean, the things that we faced, though, that's why I said it's no comparison, because I was on the oldest team. So the oldest team in the league, guys are on, I don't want to say their last leg, but it's all or nothing. Right. Like their window was closing, so they knew it. Their joy and what they were doing was coming from a place of, this is my last thing that I'm trying to do before my career is over. I'm trying to win a championship. Every single day was built towards that. Here, you know, these guys are coming into a window where it's very big. They have 14 years, 13 years, however many years you want to say, and, you know, the emphasis on every day doing it. It doesn't become important to some young guys until they get later on in their career, where they have to appreciate their talent more. They have to adjust or do something. But, I mean, collectively, I feel like we're making strides in the right direction. I'm definitely always patient when it comes to that aspect of it. You know, so it's such a long season. I try not to take too much into other games, but this one hurt just from the simple fact that we haven't been well on the road. We've lost games that we should have won, and it's frustrating. And so
will you say the chemistry between you guys, you and Hayward, that were hurt last year, and then the new guys doing the job from this year, so that chemistry, will you say is very difficult to adopt right away?
Well, I mean, we had nothing to lose last year. We had nothing to lose. Everybody could play free. Everybody could do whatever they wanted. Nobody had any expectations. You know, we were supposed to be at a certain point. We surpassed that. Young guys were supposed to be at a certain point. They surpassed that. We come into this season expectations, and it's real. Everyone, from the coaching staff to the players, it's very much real every single day. So that's new. You know, it's tough. It's hard. You know, so I think that what we're facing now is nothing compared to being on that stage trying to get a gold trophy. You know, if it's hard now, what do you think it's going to be like? We're trying to get to the finals. So, you know, let alone shit, we're trying to play a position right now, trying to get a great seed. That should be our number one goal. You know, and that right there is a realization for me that even when I'm thinking about the future, I got to think about how do we get there, but what steps do we need to hit? And that's a goal first, is just getting the seed. Like, we can't be comfortable being in fifth. I'm not comfortable in it. So now I go back and really rework things and try to think about how do I attack the next day. But the frustration's still inside of me. You know what I mean? I'm a competitor. You know, last play happened, let it go, and we move on. So we got one more game on this road trip. You know, it's always good to go home for me, and I'm always good to see my family. I know guys will enjoy New York as well, and it'd just be good to play in that type of environment. You know, but Orlando deserved this win. They earned it. You know, a few loose balls that we could have gotten, 50-50 basketballs, but, you know, that happens. But things that we can control, we can get better at.